Hello everyone, Season 05 just dropped, and the top 10 gun list has some serious changes. If you want to dominate ranked league play this season, you need to know what's viable right now. Let's jump straight into it. Starting off at number 10, we have the XM4. Now, I already know what you're thinking. The XM4 is widely considered one of the best flexi RS in the entire game. So why is it sitting at the very bottom? Hear me out. With the release of the brand new BAL27 and a massive mobility buff to the automatic SO14, the competition has simply pushed past it. Don't worry though, I will be dropping an auto SO14 versus XM4 breakdown video very soon. In the meantime, here is my go-to loadout for league play ranked. Oh, and quick note, the RAM7 also got a minor buff to its headshot damage multiplier, and the Type 19 just barely missed the top 10 spot. Honestly, all three of these guns feel very similar in terms of stats, damage ranges, and mobility. So, if you don't like the XM4, here is an alternative loadout you can run instead. Moving on to number 09, we have the BAL27, the new kid on the Codm block. I've been testing this thing out in practice matches and I am seriously impressed by the stats. It plays like a vastly superior version of the RAM7. The biggest advantage the BAL-27 and the XM4 hold over the RAM7 is their 3-tap potential. The BAL-27 can pull off a blistering 3-tap kill with just a single headshot, boasting a ridiculous 72 milliseconds fire interval. On top of that, it gives you better range, better mobility, and a larger magazine size. The only real downside here is the reload time, but honestly, you won't feel it too much since it rocks a massive 60-round mag. Here's the exact build I recommend using. At the number 8 spot, we have the automatic SO14. Just look at this damage profile. This gun absolutely refuses to suffer from damage drop-off. Now, it is definitely more inconsistent than the XM4, and its main drawback used to be the horrific mobility, which felt worse than an LMG. But with the Season 05 balance changes, it finally received the mobility it needed to compete with the top AR. Plus, thanks to an extra 30% bullet speed buff, we can now slap on mobility attachments without ruining the gun's bullet velocity. Like I said, I'll explain all of this in a detailed, separate video. But for now, try out this build. At number 07, we have everyone's absolute favorite, the Dr. H. After receiving a massive buff last season, its 3-tap range is incredibly consistent. Combined with great mobility, its only real downside is the magazine size, which keeps it locked right here at the number 07 spot. Sitting at number 06 is the Codm. Yes, the hard-hitting marksman rifle, disguised as an assault rifle. Honestly, it feels so unfair that the Codm has been completely trapped in the shadow of the SO14 for the past 6 months. I barely see anyone running it anymore, but I truly hope it finally gets the recognition it deserves this season. We are about to enter the top 5, but before we do, I have to give a quick shout out to some honorable mentions. In the right hands, every single one of these weapons can easily outperform the bottom half of the main list. First, we have the deadly marksman duo, the SKS and the Type 63. We also have the 3-line rifle with the Tundra getting hit with a nerf. The 3-line is looking shinier and shinier, season after season. Finally, we can't forget the long-running LMG king, the MG42, and the superior R920 shotgun, which just secured a nice buff last season. Kicking off the top 5 at number 05 is the Switchblade X9. It recently received a buff to both its range and sprint to fire speed, landing it right behind our next weapon. Okay, let's end this debate once and for all. Look at the second damage phase of both guns. The Switchblade deals 22 damage while the VMP deals 23. Let's look at a realistic scenario. Say you land one shot to the chest, one to the upper arm, one to the lower arm, and the final shot to the stomach. With that exact multiplier breakdown, the VMP comfortably secures the kill with 101 total damage. The Switchblade, it completely fails to take down the enemy in 4 taps here. That inconsistency is the ultimate downside of the Switchblade. Meanwhile, the VMP gives you more forgiving damage, combined with a faster fire rate. If you don't believe me, go check the in-game stats for yourself. At number 03, we have the QQ9 equipped with the 10mm Magalso. Known as the QQ Yiling, this thing possesses a superior 3-tap range with a devastating 170 miss TTK that neither the VMP nor the Switchblade can touch. It also handles mid-range fights significantly better than those two, earning it a well-deserved spot in the top 3. And at number 02, we have the semi-auto SO14. Now, it did just receive a mobility and bullet speed nerf. It has been the most dominant, popular gun in the game due to having the fastest raw TTK, to the point where everyone was begging for a nerf. While it's still incredibly strong, I personally think it's just not as dominant as it was in its prime, which leaves the throne open for... You already know the answer. The USS-9 climbs right back to the top spot, with the SO-14 taking a hit. This weapon gives you the hyper-aggressive mobility of an SMG, but a damage range that rivals assault rifles, all while maintaining incredibly low recoil. The only minor concern you have to worry about is the ADS bullet spread during long-range gunfights. But if your aim is solid and you avoid mindless spamming, you can effortlessly take down enemies at almost any distance. Hopefully, this breakdown gives you the intel you need to pick the absolute best weapon for your playstyle this season. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and leave a comment to support the channel. I'll see you guys very soon with a brand new, in-depth stat breakdown video. Peace out.